Hello guys, Dunkmaster Jax here, back with another discussion video. Today I actually did not post this today actually, but I wanted to discuss a post I made 2 days ago about a question I made on the boards for League of Legends. And what I did was I asked a question that in title, a new Jax skin would be nice, and questioning about a rework. And so I go into detail explaining why I think a Jax skin should be released. I point out like 4 things, and then I show like these wonderful arts, like this Blood Moon Jax. That artist did a wonderful job. Janitor Jax. This one was really funny, and I actually hope to get something like that. Mecha Jax, I mean, I like the idea behind it. It's pretty cool. And then I did like Gravedigger Jax. This is one of the thumbnails I made, but this was made by an artist. I really like the idea of like the art behind it, which is really cool. And I actually like the look of the character. I think there could be some tweaks on it, but honestly, it looks pretty cool, and the concept is really awesome. And then, of course, Gentleman Jax, which I thought this one would be pretty funny because of the umbrella with the top hat and then the monocle. That's just funny to me. And then, like, the stopwatch belt. Oh, my God. That's pure gold right there. And it's just like, I would also... Like, I also question is Jax getting a rework because he's been released in February 2nd. Well, February 21st, 2009 is when his release date was, and his ability icons are definitely in need of an update. So I felt like I kind of needed to discuss that a little bit and just like put that out there because it's like, hey, Riot, you guys feel like you've been forgetting Jax a little bit. I mean, I know they've been like tweaking items like Trinity Force, and they've been adding items to the game like Dead Man's and Trinity, or not Trinity, Titanic Hydra and stuff like that. But it's just, I feel like it's not enough. I feel like Jax needs to be on the rework list because Jax is actually one of those outdated champions. He's been here for almost 10 years. It's been 8 years since he's been released, and that's pretty ridiculous. I mean, he was released on alpha during this date, but still, that's pretty ridiculous. He's definitely like one of the first champions in League of Legends, and he has one of the oldest kits, and it has been reworked before if you guys know Jax's history. So, I just basically went into detail, and I introduced myself as a YouTuber, streamer, and a Reddit mod of the Jax main subreddit. God, I can't talk today. And I tried to discuss champions such as Jax. Well, I always discuss the champion Jax in general, and what I believe he needs to improve, what makes him strong, and ideas such as new skins. I know some people are going to think I have biased opinion for thinking that Jax needs a new skin, but I would like to put in my reasoning out there for any Riot employee and the community to listen in what I have to say. So, basically, I said half of Jax's skins are not available, which is true because 4 are legacy skins: Angler, the Mighty Jax, SKT1 Jax, and Vandal Jax, and of course the one limited edition PAX Jax that everyone wishes to have their hands on. And then the last skin we received for Jax was actually the Warden Jax skin, which wasn't really that cool in my opinion. So yeah. And then there is one Jax skin with a different visual effect than the standard, being Nemesis Jax. A couple skins with different sound effects, one being SKT1 with the trophy clang, which is pretty distinguishable, and one having a unique quote being the Jaximus skin, upon movement, here's to you, kid. Which I think, those skins, they have their differences, but there needs to be a more pricey skin. And then I go into the last point, which is The most expensive is a 975 RP, which is Nemesis Jax. It doesn't really have like as much as some other skins have. Like, it's not like a 1350 or more skin, so it doesn't really have like different quotes. It only has like different visual effects, as I know. So I kind of go like into these concept arts and I show them off, as you guys saw earlier. And I basically, I just ask if Jax is supposed to receive a rework with the diver update coming up, because I guess you could classify Jax as a diver. You could classify him as that, but I'm not really sure if Riot really wants to do that. So I was just kind of questioning this. I haven't got any replies from Riot, but I've been getting a lot of replies from the community, and a lot of people are saying that Jax doesn't deserve a rework or Jax doesn't deserve a skin because he's already had, or he has so many skins that he doesn't need another skin and he needs a rework. And then some people are like, I don't think Jax needs a rework. And I kind of agree with that. I think there needs to be a visual update, though. And I think his ability icons are definitely in need of an update, because those do not look up to quality standards nowadays, in my honest opinion. So that was my thought behind this, and of course I put some straw polls as well. And we're already getting like yeses on that, and then I think on the other one we have a majority yes for rework. So yes, a lot of people are saying Jax needs a rework, and a lot of people are saying no too, but majority of people are saying yes. So people do think, the majority of people do think that Jax does. Oh my god, sorry. So a majority of people do think that Jax needs a rework, and a majority of people thinks he needs a new skin too, which I think a new skin honestly would be more important than a new rework, because his kit's fine. It's just, it needs some touches up on, like for instance, his auto attack. Like, you hear the sound go off for his auto attack, and then it's like you're going to auto attack, but it's really weird when canceling the auto attack. It makes it like it's more commonly canceled on Jax than it is other champions, it feels like. To me, it just has always felt clunky, and I have mentioned this somewhere in here. I said, yeah, but his auto attacks feel somewhat clunky to some of us players. We hear the sound effect go off, but sometimes the auto attack doesn't go through with the sound, and it seems much more difficult to do auto ability rotations with this champion compared to some others. So basically I'm just saying that I feel like Jax really needs not necessarily like a full scope rework, like a Cyan rework or a Poppy rework, but I feel like Jax really needs like some touches, and I think he needs some love right now. I know he's really strong in the jungle right now, but he actually has a lot of bad matchups for top lane, and I mean, the good Jax players can take that out of his cons, but it's still difficult for Jax, and I feel like he needs a little bit of touching up on. He's just really awkward to play. It's like he's a bruiser champion. His identity is a bruiser champion, right? But he needs damage items first. Like, he needs a couple or 3 damage items at first, and then he needs to build into a tank. So that's how Jax works, and that's why he scales so well, because of the way he has to build, and it's sad, because Jax does need damage items in order to do good damage, but if you go full tank on Jax, like, you barely deal damage. You have good scalings on Jax, so if you don't build damage items on Jax, then it's going to be rough for you. but he does scale really well with things like attack speed and attack damage and ability power. So, um, I like the concept that he's a hybrid champion that is a bruiser. That is very unique to me, and I think it is one of the coolest design champions because of that. Like, that's literally what makes me love Jax so much. Um, I mean, a lot of us has said on the Jax main subreddit, we have said maybe his Empower could refund the mana cost if you use it on a minion to kill it for gold. You get a refunded mana cost, or maybe like refund some of the cooldown or something like that. Like, that would actually be a decent addition on Jax. Like, I feel like Jax needs like a few things right now, because he's like one of those champions that isn't like one of the rework champions and has one of the older kits right now. So um it's just really weird to me, but I do think Jax is pretty good in the right hands, though, still. I don't think he was as bad as Yorick and stuff, so he's not necessarily in much of a need of a rework as some other champions. But yeah, and then there will be people that argue, Urgot needs a new skin, who else needs a new skin? Galio needs a new skin because Galio needs a rework and Urgot needs a rework. Well, I think Galio and Urgot are more in need of a rework than Jax is, and I don't think they should get a skin until they get a rework. So basically, I just think that Jax needs a new skin. I kind of don't want to say the word need, because he doesn't necessarily need, but it would be nice if he had a new skin, because Warden Jax, if you guys know, let me go to Jax right here and go to his skins. Warden Jax right here, okay, the splash art actually looks pretty cool, it has like the blue lit up lampposts and whatnot, and it's like a night concept. It looks really cool, like in the splash art, in my opinion, honestly, but in game it just looks horrible. It's like either they could have just made it look better in game, or they could have just, gave him another skin because of this. I mean, that's my honest opinion on Jax right now. They could have like made a skin like this, honestly. Like, the Warden Jax skin is a cool concept, and they could have made it like this, except more pricey and with more like visual effects and such, because his only other skin with that is this skin, which is Nemesis Jax. It does have a chroma though, so he is one of those champions with a chroma on skins, which can be argued with amongst the player community. But I don't know, in my opinion, I just feel like Jax needs like one of those new skins. So basically, guys, I'm just saying that I think Jax, he's not in a bad spot right now, really. He does have bad matchups and such. He may need a rework eventually because his kit's a bit outdated, but I don't think he needs, like, a super, like, full-out rework. I think he needs to, like, keep the same theme, which Riot has been doing a really good job on, by the way. Like, the Warwick rework looks very good. Riot is doing a very good job on these reworks. I just don't, like, Sion kind of, like, kept some of the same concepts with him, and York did too, but it's just like they're doing a really good job overall with these reworks. So he could get like small tweaks, like in the Assassin update, like how Zed got like an ultimate tweak and whatnot, and some like AD ratio changes and stuff. But what else do I think? Yeah, that's basically my thoughts. I just think he needs like a more pricey skin with more sound effects and some quotes and some visual effects in there, because I think that would be really cool for Jax to have. And as we've been figuring out, Jax has been like receiving lore. Well, he received lore like a month or two ago, and it was really cool lore. And I kind of want to go over that in a video actually, because I thought the lore was really damn cool. But alright guys, if you enjoyed, please hit that like button, comment and subscribe to the channel, and please get in on this discussion. I will leave a link below in the description, and I hope you had a wonderful day. Peace out, champs.